Hi, I'm Chuck Carringer. Thanks for joining us for today's Leadership Nugget. Our focus today is on organizational culture. Organizational culture can best be understood when you divide it into two components. First would be the environment. The environment would reflect the atmosphere in which we work. It would be our physical spaces. It would be just the general sense one has when you're in that environment. Is this an environment that is respectful, inclusive of everyone who works there and our visitors? The second component of organizational culture would be the manner in which we work. It would include such areas as our systems and processes, how we gain approval or permission to purchase something or do something, how many people are involved in that. And I'm not making any value judgments on organizational culture. I have recognized, though, as I've worked with different companies, that the best organizations state clearly what their organizational culture is. And as such, they're able to attract people who fit best in that environment, who are going to work well in that system. Three areas to keep your eye on when you want to gauge your organizational culture. First would be, who are we attracting? Who wants to come work for us? And we have to go beyond skill set. One of the dangers is that when we're considering adding someone to our team, is we can be mesmerized by somebody who has a very desirable skill set. They can do the job we want them to do. And we can sometimes overlook what is a fairly obvious mismatch culturally. They're not going to work well in this environment. And you're not going to change your environment for one person. In those instances, we'd be better off passing on that very talented skill set and finding someone who has both the right skill set and is a good fit. Second area that I would recommend keeping your eye on, beyond who we're attracting, is who we're retaining. I would check your attrition rate. Who's leaving your organization? Are those among your better performers, your highest performers? Are they people who embody the culture that you want your organization to be known for? If we're losing our best, there's a problem. And as leaders, we'd have to figure out what that problem was and remedy it. The third suggestion I would have is that you perform an annual cultural assessment. There are a number of assessments that you can purchase right off the shelf. They're not that cost prohibitive. They'll give you a lot of information about how healthy of a culture you have. Is your organization a place that people want to come and work? Is it a great place to work? And Gallup has done so much research on employee engagement, and one of the key attributes is the atmosphere, the culture in which people work. I do a cultural assessment every year. After the first one, pick 2 or 3 areas that you're going to work on between that time and the next year's assessment. Thanks for joining us today.